What's up, everyone? Welcome back to All Takes No Whiffs. I'm Christian. That's Alex. And we are going to be continuing our 2023 team preview of every MLB team. And for this video, we are going to be previewing my Yankees. The New York Yankees, we had a pretty solid season last year, led by a historic season from Aaron Judge, but ended in disappointment, of course. The Brewers were brought out against us by the World Series champions, the Houston Astros. And I know at this point, they've beaten us up for a while, but for 2023, I'm hoping that we can change the tide.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of hoping y'all can change the tide too. As much as trash as I talk about your team, it's all in fun and banter. But
Yeah,
y'all do have a really solid team this year. I think it's going to be a really solid rotation too. Maybe the best in the entire MLB if it
maybe.
can get healthy. It doesn't look like it's that healthy going into the beginning of 2023. But you're like you said earlier, your Yankees last year first in the AL East, lost in the ALCS and also finished 99 and 63, one game out of 100. Honestly, kind of surprising y'all didn't get to 100 wins, especially since y'all were at 60 so quick last year.
Hmm.
But I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what Judge is going to do this upcoming season to see if he can kind of, I wouldn't say repeat what he did.
I don't know. Even though he did it himself, it's going to be tough
It's a
to
hard
replicate a
task.
season like that. But of course, I'm expecting a great season from Aaron Judge. He's just playing the best baseball of his career, some of the best baseball we've just seen in general in the past few years. So I'm expecting that. I don't know about 62 home runs. It'd be fire to see him break his own AL record, but uh, no, I'm gonna guess around like 50 though, in the 50s range. And yeah, I'm expecting another insane MVP caliber season from Judge, to be honest. But then you also got some really valuable pieces that, as long as they stay healthy, I think they're going to be huge, like Giancarlo Stanton. I feel like if he could stay on the field for an extended period of time, as long as he's not slumping for a good amount of time. I don't think Stanton really slumps too much, though. It's just injuries halt him a lot. So if he could stay healthy, that'd be a huge plus. I'm expecting, no, before that, Anthony Volpe needs to be called up. I want to see him in 2023 so bad.
I was actually gonna bring him up because that's someone who's been tearing it up in spring training. I know they were super. He was super, super hot at the beginning of spring training, kind of cooled down a bit. But I mean, this is a guy I just want to see up here and what he's capable of because that's really kind of the only position y'all are kind of just lacking at right now is shortstop. Y'all been trying to really fill it since Didi left. Um, and Stanton, you're completely right about him. Just want to see him stay healthy. I know that he's going to try and play in some of the field this year. They're going to try and maybe play Judge in left field a little bit and put Stanton in
Mm.
right, which I think maybe better for Stanton. But the center field situation is kind of interesting because you got Harrison Bader and Aaron Hicks there. That's a nice little competition going on there.
A nice little competition out there in center. To be honest, when he's healthy, I want Harrison Bader out there, preferably. Aaron Hicks, he does bring good to the table, even as much shit as Yankees fans talk about him. It's just sometimes, he does make it a little hard to watch. But sometimes he's coming up clutch with. I can think of a couple times off the top of my head, and he's come through for us for sure, even after he was having a bad game for the majority of the time. So like that from Hicks. But I'm hoping Glaber can actually replicate or exceed the season he had last year, because it was a really solid season overall. An OPS over 800. I'm never gonna complain about that.
Yeah, Glaber had a nice little bounce back year. Had led the team, not led the team, but was tied in the lead, team lead in doubles with 28. And I know this guy's having a really good spring so far, but I mean, Josh Donaldson looks like he's, I wouldn't say gonna have a bounce back year, but it looks like he looks a lot better. This dude, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think about him?
What I thought about him was pretty negative in the postseason. He was practically useless, but I'm a fan of Josh Donaldson overall. I really liked what he brought on the field and in the batter's box back in like the mid 2010s. Yeah, I really like Josh Donaldson, and we're pretty far removed from that, but I feel like if he could get his confidence right and consistently, feeling good in his legs, having some power, I'd like him. But the end of last year was pretty brutal.
No, it was. But how do you feel about your bullpen this year? I know you got no more Chapman. That's a huge relief.
Mhm.
So who do you think's gonna be stepping in that closer role now?
Honestly, I'm a big fan of Jonathan Loizaga. I think his stuff is disgusting. I'm not sure if he can step up into that closer position. I know he's got some electric stuff, but he's been pretty valuable as a middle relief guy, taking more than one inning at a time sometimes. So that's the standout off the top of my head for our bullpen as of right now. But we've got a few other arms that definitely fill it out. So I'm not stressing about the bullpen too much.
That totally makes sense. I know not having Chapman is a huge relief.
Hmm.
I honestly completely forgot about that, and I'm pretty sure he went to the Kansas City Royals if I remember right. So I know we didn't talk about him in that video, but still go check that out if you want to hear a little bit about the Royals. But I think the Yankees they're probably gonna have around the same record for this year, to be honest. I can see 98 to like 102 wins for them. So I'll say they're gonna get around 100 wins this year, and I see them still taking this division. I think Toronto may catch a little games on them, may get a few more games, may get like 95 for them, but I still think the Yankees got this division.
I 100% agree. I think the AL East is theirs to lose still. Toronto, as long as they can stay healthy, have a healthy season, I think they can make it a little more competitive, which might shave a loss or two off. I don't know, maybe a little more competitive between us two. But I'm gonna guess between 95 and 100. Uh, I think last year we were insanely hot in the first half, and then the second half, it's obviously that was a shit show straight up. But honestly, I'm hoping for a little more consistency throughout the season. Yeah, the hot streaks were amazing to watch, but I don't know. Some more consistency to avoid that second half, I think, would be ideal.
It's more consistency and to stay healthy because
Hmm.
that's one big thing with your Yankees is the past few years is health, and that's the thing with Judge too. So he's
Yeah.
got to stay healthy too, and we want to see that. But for our next video, we will have the Oakland Athletics. This is a team that is in big time rebuild mode, and they have about half of the Braves farm system in their major league lineup. But I'm looking forward to get into that. But until then, peace.
Peace. Go Yankees.